Hi, I'm Kelly, the instructor coordinator here at Helping Horse Therapeutic Programs, and the purpose of this video is to introduce you to sidewalking with our program. When you approach your horse and rider, you always want to make sure you come to them towards the horse's shoulder. As you can see, horses have their eyes on the side of their head, unlike us, and they can see most of the way down their sides. As the sidewalker, I want to stand right next to my rider's leg.
Yay.
This way I'm at the spot where my horse can see me. I can see the rider and I can offer any supports needed. Please try not to fall behind. This is a spot where your horse can't see you very well, and I'm too far behind to help my rider, and I'm also starting to get in the area that is a danger to be kicked. As a sidewalker, there are a couple different kinds of holds you'll be asked to do for your rider. The first one is pretty simple. It's just walking next to your rider and doing what we call a visual hold, where you're just keeping your eyes on your rider. This doesn't have any kind of physical contact. We're just paying attention to our rider and what they're doing. The second kind of hold is an ankle hold. As I walk along, I will just hold onto my rider's ankle. This is helpful if your rider is wiggling their feet and telling your horse to go fast. This kind of helps you keep your hand between their feet and the horse's sides. The third kind of hold is what we call an arm over thigh hold. You will use your fingers to grip the front of the saddle and then kind of have your elbow area locking the rider's thigh down to the saddle. Our last hold is for our most unstable riders. It will be the arm over thigh as well as holding the ankle with your other hand. Your instructor will tell you which hold your rider needs. When it's time for the rider to mount, the instructor will bring the rider to the top of the ramp. The right side sidewalker will come on the horse's right side and will go ahead and hold on to this right side stirrup. As the rider gets on, you will put a tiny bit of weight on this to counterbalance the rider's weight as they get on. All right, so the rider will approach the horse, put their hands on the saddle, their left foot in the stirrup, and then as the rider swings their right leg over, the right side sidewalker will assist and make sure that the rider does not kick the horse and that they can get their right foot in the stirrup. As a sidewalker, you can help our riders maintain their proper position. As you look at your rider, you want to make sure that the ears, shoulders, hips, and heel are all in alignment. We want our riders to sit up straight so that they can properly use their core muscles. Holding the reins, we want them to hold their reins like ice cream cones. If they turn their hands over on the reins, you can help them by turning their hands back over. And looking at their feet, we want to see them ride in a position where their knees are bent, their heels are down, and their toes are up. As you walk along, you can give your rider small reminders like, put your heels down and your toes up. Are you holding your reins like ice cream cones? And let's sit up nice and tall in the saddle. As you're walking along in the arena, your rider should also be looking where they're going. The riders in our program have various reaction times between when they hear an instruction from their instructor and when they can actually perform the movements to do the task. Some riders hear the instruction and immediately know to pull their reins or do whatever they need to do to get the right response from the horse. Other riders, it just takes a little bit of time for the instruction from the instructor to be processed and then translate out to movements. As you're sidewalking with our riders, it's important to give them the time that they need to process the task asked for by the instructor. Most of our instructors are going to tell the rider and volunteer team what they want the rider to do and where or when they want the rider to do it. That gives the rider and the volunteer team time to prepare to have the most successful outcome of completing the task. If during the lesson your rider becomes distracted, they're asking a lot of questions that aren't on topic, or they're gazing out in the ring, you can always redirect them by asking them to hold their reins on the green, to look where they're going. If you find that your rider is squirming a little bit in the saddle, you can always ask them to sit still on the horse. We need a calm body and calm feet. If your rider is being too loud, you can also ask them to use their inside voice on the horse. It's always better to tell the rider what you want them to do rather than telling them don't do something. When it's time to 2-point over the poles, you can assist your rider by guiding them to put their hands with their reins right in front of the horse's withers and to push down on their feet and lift their butt up out of the saddle into the 2-point position. Once you've finished going over the poles, remind your rider that they can sit down gently on the horse and then help them go back to their sit-up straight posture, holding the reins. At the end of the lesson, the instructors will come by and dismount the riders one by one. The sidewalker on the right-hand side will assist the instructor in getting the rider off the horse. The instructor will approach on the left, and our right side sidewalker will help take the foot out of the stirrup. We'll make sure that the rider lets go of the reins. We'll help the rider lean forward, and we'll guide the rider's leg over the horse and saddle. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Helping Horse has a new volunteer orientation every month where you can come and go over this stuff and get some hands-on practice sidewalking. If you have any additional questions, you can check out our website, www.helpinghorse.org, or you can email our volunteer coordinator at volunteer@helpinghorse.org. Thanks.